Hello and welcome to the Fourth Wall Podcast. I'm your co-host Matthew Calhoun and co-creator of the Fourth Wall. Along beside me is my sister and also co-creator and co-host Jamie Calhoun.
Hey guys.
This is just a little kind of short podcast about why we created the Fourth Wall, what it is, what's it about, why we did it, and we just wanted to introduce ourselves. So my name is Matthew Calhoun. I am a theater major in college right now. I've had over 8 years in acting experience and through high school and plays and also in commercials and college and stuff like that. I'm going on 9 years. It'll be 9 years, I think, this year. And then Jamie has a bachelor's in film production. I don't know why I keep saying digital.
It's digital film with emphasis on production, so you're not entirely off.
I'm not entirely off. I'm a telling her, but my sister knows how to do digital imaging.
Can't quite do that, but
not yet.
No,
we're getting there.
We'll get there. I don't know. I don't even know how many years of experience I've had in theater and film. Quite a while.
I am 20 years old.
I'm 22 at this current moment.
Yes. So we just wanted to kind of create this podcast, get you guys to know us a little bit more. We love movies. We love music. We love games. We love books. We love basically anything with a story. And so whenever we thought about, doing a podcast and stuff like that, and what we wanted to create something very personal to us. And talk about very personal things that we love, and that's movies and games and books and music, like I said. And so
shows and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
what we were officially what we were going to call the show was My Movie's Better, and then, we thought that would be okay, but we were looking for something else, and then one night I was thinking about Deadpool, because I read comics, and about him breaking the fourth wall, and I was like, why don't we just call our show The Fourth Wall, And we talked it over, and we love it, and we fell in love with it, and so that's what became our name. And so on this podcast, you're going to find out movie reviews, some of the latest, some of the not so latest. We'll do movie breakdowns and stuff like that. We'll do it for music also. We'll do it for like album reviews and stuff like that. We'll do video game breakdowns. We'll do video game reviews and all that other stuff, and books also the same. You can check out more of our stuff and more series that we do. We post a new article every week from all of our writers. We have about 8 writers on staff that write for us, and each one posts a new article each week. Mm-hmm. You can find us out at fourthwall.co. And that's kind of where you find out the most about us. You'll have bio. You can find bios on all of us, all of our writers and stuff like that.
It'll be shown once we actually debut our website fully. But the people that are in the background, and whenever the website first pops up, is all the authors and all the people that are contributing to that.
Yes, and you can find short stories on our website. Alicia is a up-and-coming novelist. She's writing her book right now, and she'll be publishing that soon. And it
ranges over anything and everything. We
may not cover the most latest thing right away, but we will get to it as soon as we can. And also, we will go back and talk about stuff that's already happened. Like we will do a series where we talk about Back to the Future and why it was so important to America.
Speaking of that,
and movie and film and stuff like that.
Yeah, I showed you the link today about the hovercraft actually becoming into existence.
Yeah, the hoverboard coming into existence and talking about that and just cool stuff like that. We really base a lot of what we do on fan feedback. We really believe in that. Mm-hmm. We believe that fan feedback is important and not just derogatory. Oh, you guys suck or anything like that. But good fan feedback, like, hey, I would love to hear your opinion on what went wrong with the Mr. Bean movies or something. That was the first thing that came to my head. My head was Mr. Bean. I don't know why. That guy is seriously talented.
That dude is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
You think about it from like an actor standpoint, all like he conveys and like just his facial range.
Who is it? Someone was telling me that. Was it you that was telling me about him being the voice for the Zazu on the Lion King, and I was just like, I never realized that, but it totally makes sense.
Yeah, and you wouldn't know if you just watched it.
You wouldn't even think about. I didn't even know Ellen DeGeneres was Dory's voice.
I didn't know that like when I was like 4, but now looking back, I'm like, totally, that was
totally Ellen. Yeah, and it's that's what we do want. The feedback, and our fans will always be at the center of what we do. Mm-hmm. And this is something that, y'all are just as much of a part of the team. And like for those who are just starting out with us, you'll be able to see us grow from the small group we have to the very big plans
that we hope to have. Yeah. And it's just, that's one of the, you guys are a big part of what we do. And what we wanted to do also with this podcast is be able to bring in people that are kind of new to film and kind of, don't know that much information about filming and, mm-hmm. or, film in a sense of how it is made. And then also the people that are in it. So actors and producers and stuff like that. We want to give background knowledge for, say, the new people that are new to it, that are just now coming in and defining these clicks and stuff like that with film and books and stuff like that. And then we also, for the, the experts and the movie buffs, we also want to give you new guys content where we go in depth with analysis on what we liked and what we saw and stuff like that. And sometimes, we will, we are Christians, and so we will, bring up some interesting points and interesting different points from different views that can even, hinder or help. And in any case, on what you decide about a movie or a book and how we view things, that's just, at the center of who we are. That's a part of who we are. And that's how we approach this, is that we give all the glory to God. So we will always try to remain as humble as we possibly can. Yes,
definitely. We want to do everything with a spirit of excellence, and we want to do our best and everything. And we are learning just along with you guys. And as movie nerds and, nerds and fanatics about all these things, we're just as excited and pumped to find out all this new material as we are talking about it.
I mean, it was crazy to me whenever it first happened with just all the stuff that happened, with Marvel and stuff like that, and how big that has gotten. And, a few years before Iron Man came out, I mean, that was, no one had ever, actually thought of that, except for like trilogies and stuff like that. But nothing ever like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe that we have now, and the DC Universe that we have now, and whatever Fox is trying to create with X-Men now. But yeah, this is something that, has been a part of our lives with film and TV and books and games and stuff like that. One of my favorite memories of all time is playing Mario at my cousin's house on the Nintendo, and just chilling with him, and like that's one of my most memorable moments in my life, and playing Mass Effect 2 and beating the story on there, and feeling just like, oh my goodness, like I can't believe I just experienced this awesome, thing that is, this game and stuff like that, and just, from side scrollers to RPGs and stuff like that, and from movies that have just made an impact on my life, like, Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, and then, whenever I got older, Gladiator and Star Wars and Back to the Future and Harry Potter and stuff like that. We understand that as fans, that for the people that looking on the outside, they don't understand, like, why do you guys like movies so much? Why are you so obsessed with it? And it's because we love stories. Mm-hmm. And those stories now become part of our lives. And in a story, when we tell a story or whenever we watch one, in a sense, we're part of it. The fourth wall is a theater term used to describe the people that, the audience. And in theater, you're not passive, you're actually interacting with the play. You're a part of the live performance that's going on. You're not just a passive participant. And so that's how we view movies and games and books and music, that you should be a part of the experience that is being put on by an artist. Yeah. And that's how we feel. That's why I think that some people don't exactly get it, because we are, in a sense, a part of the story that's going on.
Yeah. Well, without people watching, without people reacting to it, there's really no reason for people to make stories.
Yeah.
And I think one of my favorite memories when I was younger of watching a movie had to have been Ice Age, because the part whenever they go to put the baby back and the Sabretooth is like, he picks up the stick, he's like, it's still green, they had north 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
And Sid like snaps the twig and sticks it in his mouth, he's like, it's still green, they had north 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
And our little brother Nathan would play that over and over and over, and it just got to a point where it's like we were crying because we were laughing so hard. And it's like, that's something that I don't think sometimes is shown in all those type of art forms, is that it can bring people together. And you know, these kind of things have even started revolutions.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of time art doesn't get credit for this. I know that
a lot of documentaries, bring about change, I think, or in this vast social media type place that we live in, it's very easy to show out your opinion and stuff like that, but it's kind of hard to have a basis in fact whenever you do it. And so whenever you come out with a movie or something like that, and it comes out with a message, it should be viewed as as it is, and it's great for what it is.
And I think it's also like, it's important to know what story you're telling, like what is the reason behind it, because there are a lot of movies out nowadays that there really isn't a message to it. There's really not a lot to it, and behind the camera, and behind the script writing or the story writing or game creation, whatever, you have complete control and total authority in what your viewers, see.
Yeah.
And so that's something you have to keep, in mind. And we want to be able to, show people that this can be used for good.
Yeah.
And it can be used in the right way and in the right context. And
to bring about change.
Yeah.
And not even to bring about change, but to have a good time at the movies. When I work at a movie theater, one of the things that they talk about is a lot of people go to the movies to forget about stress, to forget about problems, and movies and video games and stuff like that can be a reliever of stress. And so whenever you guys listen to our podcast, we totally understand where you're coming from. We totally get why you love these things, why you don't love these things, why you have a certain opinion about them.
Why you're so passionate.
Why you're so passionate.
Why there are legitimate fights going on over the...
Why Goku would beat Superman or Superman would beat Goku. Me and my friend fight almost every day about whether Superman would beat Goku.
Or not. Yeah, and it's not just in that. Like, there's fights in music about, oh my gosh, is this artist better? Is that artist better? Who's going to make the most album sales?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And then
what is the greatest American novel of all time? And different themes that you find in books, and it's amazing.
There's so much, and what's interesting is that so much of this is universal. It can go, they can take a film from one country and take it to multiple countries and just have subtitles, and sometimes not even have the subtitles, but you can still understand visually what's going on.
Yeah.
And the same, can be for music and for books and stuff like that. Like, those stories can still be prevalent to someone else. Yes, there's culture differences and stuff like that, and some people may not, understand some of it, but there are any type of that form can be targeted to that audience.
Yeah.
And I know there's definitely people who their life has become better because of either reading something or seeing something, or they've gotten into that field. I know personally, if theater and God and film hadn't been a part of my life would probably not look the same as it does today.
And I definitely wouldn't be as happy.
I definitely would not be as happy. Now. Yeah, we've had a very rough road getting here.
Yeah, but we
have succeeded, and we're just going to continue to prosper and to flourish. And
to just make to put out the best content for everybody to listen to. Mm-hmm. And I do have a challenge for anybody that listens to the podcast. if you could send us an email telling us about what is all in our opening music. If you tell what each clip is from, you're not going to win anything, but we'll definitely give you a shout out. So,
yes, definitely give a shout out. That took how long did that take you? That took
like a couple hours.
A couple hours.
A couple hours.
I'm so proud of Matthew. I don't think you've never done that before, have you?
Not on GarageBand. I've done other stuff and on projects and stuff like that, but
that's like me working with.
It was definitely a lot of testament to my willpower, not so much my ingenuity, but my willpower to get through it.
What's the program where you can Photoshop?
Yeah.
Okay, one of my teachers just threw me and was like, okay, I need you to make this Photoshop piece, and then I need you to take it into, wasn't Final Cut yet. He wanted to take me into, not Celtics, or Celtics, as they say. It was another editing software, and this is like a top-of-the-line editing software that I've never worked on before. And he was like, you need to make this major project and make it by next week. And I was like, are you serious? And like, this was during finals week. So you're having to do this and this and this. And I did. I got it done. I was so proud of that little I had a photo of a Christmas thing, and it had Santa Claus going across the screen with like
you see that Santa Claus right there? You see that freaking Santa Claus right there?
I was so proud.
That's my Santa Claus.
And the little snow trail following behind it. Legitimately, I don't know how many hours it took me to edit that together, and then to let it go through the process of like, oh my gosh, converting it and all that fun stuff. Literally sat there for 4 hours. That was like a 30-second clip. Like, there is stuff that you know how like people, whenever they do full digital things, like
by the end you were definitely like, Jesus, just help me, just help me make it through.
Take the wheel.
Take the keyboard.
See, I didn't overexert myself. People did, and they were just like, they were crying in the editing lab, and I was just like, bruh.
I understand. Like, I got you.
My professor was like, you did the job, but like, you could have done more. And I was like, it is the last week of school, and you gave me a week to work on this. I can only do so much.
You could have done more of grading better.
Yeah, he didn't even teach me this program is you have to work with it.
Yeah.
On the computer. He showed us the display and was like, okay, you do this, you do this, you do this. Over half the class had never used it before. And so we're all in there like, do you remember what we're supposed to do? I think we're supposed to take this one tool, but no, I don't know what that tool does. So
maybe this will work, or maybe it won't.
Maybe it won't. There were so many times.
Probably not.
Someone, I think, actually lost their, because they had decided to wipe the computers.
Oh, no.
They lost all their work. I was so sad. I was so sad for them. And I've never been so proud of the one. Just note to self, bring a thumb drive or bring an external hard drive and save your stuff.
Any school kids that listen, if you ever work on computers, get that freaking thumb drive. Yes.
You will thank yourself later because all those hours that you just spent is down the drain.
Yeah, for real. So also, just for any of the families out there that may be listening, or any of the moms or dads, our podcast will always be family friendly. We won't have any cussing on here. And if we have anything that may sound explicit or anything like that, we will warn you ahead of time. But we shouldn't have anything explicit. Jamie, just any last thoughts you have for what you'd like to tell everybody?
I don't know. I'm just thinking of that week. I was so proud.
Of Hell Week.
Of Hell Week, basically. But I learned a lot, so I was really thankful in that. No, I just encourage y'all to dive in with us and to ask any questions or bring up topics of discussion. And we are super stoked for this. We're really excited to get all this underway.
Yeah, so please give us a like on Facebook, if you can find our Facebook group. Subscribe to us, rate, comment, let us know what you think. We also have a YouTube page where we do submit some videos there, here and there. Also, just be on the lookout for new content. We try to upload every Monday for content-wise on articles. And then we should have 3 podcasts every week, one on Monday, one on Wednesday, and one on Friday. So just be looking forward to that. And thank you guys so much for hearing us out. We'd love to hear from you guys, and let us know if there's anything we can do to make this show better. Yeah, that's about all I got.
Have a great day, you guys.
Have a great day.
Bye.